Montreal is an amazing city, but let's be real, it's not perfect. From never-ending construction to frustrating traffic, there are plenty of things that drive us all crazy. But there's one hate that could actually work in your favor if you're a real estate investor. Let me show you how. Hi, I'm LJ Aguinaga with LJ Realties in Montreal. I've been in real estate since I was 18 years old, and I'm here to help you navigate the good, the bad, and everything in between about this incredible city. Today, we're diving into 5 things I hate about Montreal, but stick around because I'll show you how one of these hates could actually be your key to making smart investments and building wealth. My first hate, constant construction. Montreal always seems to be under construction. Whether it's roads, bridges, or buildings, this can be frustrating for commuters and residents alike. We have an ongoing joke in Montreal. Montreal is a really nice city. I can't wait to see it once it's all done. This being said, construction often signals growth and investment in the city's infrastructure. Areas with significant development projects often experience property value appreciation over time. While it is nice that we're seeing the investment, I wish the investment was better spent, as sometimes things are redone 3 times over the span of 5 years. I'm talking to you, Peel Street. Look for properties near major projects like metro line extensions or redevelopments, as these areas could see a surge in demand. My second pet peeve, we've got way too many bike lanes. For a city that spends 4 months of the year at below freezing temperatures, we simply have too many bike lanes. The entire downtown core has been reworked to remove driving and parking lanes in order to make way for bike lanes. I'm all for accessibility, but I've seen the damage that the street closures have done to the downtown core, and I'm not here for it. All of these bike lanes have damaged a few neighborhoods in the process. A great example is St. Antoine Street west of Atwater. They've redone that street 3 times due to poor planning and bike lane additions. Quick tip, track local government plans for bike infrastructure to identify areas with rising or decreasing appeal. My third pet peeve, traffic woes. Traffic in Montreal can be a nightmare, especially during peak hours or construction season. The reality is, our city wasn't built for over 4 million people commuting every single day. There are a few key traffic junctions that need to be redesigned in order to improve the flow of traffic. Luckily, we have some great public transportation options. Proximity to public transport is increasingly valuable. Properties near metro stations or bus routes often command higher rents and are easier to sell. Consider properties with strong transit access, especially as Montreal continues to expand its public transportation network. My fourth pet peeve, emergency wait times. Long wait times at hospitals and emergency centers can be frustrating, even infuriating, and quite unbearable for most residents. At the beginning of the year, we went in at 8 p.m. with my wife and only left the hospital at 5 a.m. 9 hours later. I do not blame the hospital staff. They were all amazing. Honestly, they were great. But our government has not dedicated the appropriate funds and resources to hospitals so that they can operate optimally, and honestly, it's just terrible and infuriating. While this doesn't directly impact property values, areas with better access to healthcare services or private clinics are more appealing to families, retirees, and medical staff. Pro tip: if you're moving to an area that is in development, find out where they're going to build the future hospital and purchase property nearby. These areas always take on more value. You have a lot of hospital staff that wants to live in the area, and people inevitably want to be close to hospital centers. My fifth pet peeve, real estate competition. This one is the most important one. Montreal's growing real estate market can feel overwhelming. High rental costs, increased competition, and fast appreciation make it tough for some to break in. This competitive market is a sign of strong demand, which means higher returns for investors. With this in mind, Montreal remains an affordable option compared to other Canadian cities like Toronto and Vancouver, while offering incredible return on investment and opportunities for appreciation. As we know, appreciation is where we make most of our money in real estate. Now, for the first time in history, Quebec is allowing a cash flow play with the 5.9% rental increase that was approved this year, finally allowing landlords to adapt to inflation and improve their cash flow. This makes investing in rental properties even more attractive than it was before. I can't even believe that. I recommend you partner with a real estate expert to identify undervalued properties or emerging neighborhoods with high growth potential. This is always where you're going to make the most money. Montreal isn't perfect, and it's easy to focus on the negatives. But if you look closely, the very things we hate can reveal opportunities for smart investments. From infrastructure growth to rental demand, the city has so much to offer for those willing to dig deeper. What's something you love or hate about Montreal? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you're ready to explore how these so-called challenges can become opportunities for you, reach out to me or my team at LJ Realties. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell for more tips on navigating Montreal's real estate market. Let's turn these frustrations into financial freedom.